Hello everyone, this is the admissions and PR team of SCMHRD, and we are here to provide with you last minute tips to crack SNAP 2020. So since SNAP exam is approaching and you might be very curious, anxious about the exams, without wasting much time, we would be providing to you some important tips and strategies that you can implement before the final days and in the D-Day as well. So let's move forward without wasting any time. Yes. So we will be providing you some important tips before the final days before SNAP exam. I assume you all have prepared well for your SNAP exam, but then again, preparing for exam is one thing, but implementing those preparations is another. So we will be focusing more on implementation, how to implement those strategies and preparation that you have been preparing for months now. So first of all, mock analysis, which is the reality check. So I assume you would have given a lot of mocks and you would have scored good or bad depending on the level of difficulty and your preparation. So I assume and I request everyone to be thorough with your own capabilities and all. So when you go to an exam and read questions there, you should be knowing your strengths and weaknesses, and on the basis of that, you should be implementing questions. Again, play on your strengths and revise basics. So during these final days, you should focus more on your strengths on a particular topic, and you should avoid learning anything new at this time. So if your strength is time, speed, and distance, focus more on those topics, prepare well for those topics, and be confident about that. And say, for example, if your weak areas is geometry, don't learn as of now, but then again, revise the basics of geometry, the formulas, the important formulas, so that if there is some easy questions, you can answer them as well. Uh, Third, and the most important thing is to have a positive and confident mindset. Uh, you know, the, you have prepared well and you have prepared enough, you have given your well. You should now be confident about yourself. You should be confident about your preparation. You should be confident about your strengths, and you should work on those areas. So develop confidence and have positive self talks. So you should have this belief in yourselves that you would be able to crack snap with more than 99 percentile, irrespective of your previous mock exams, because uh, if you treat your final exams, if your final snap exam as any other mock exam, it can go like any side. It can go on a good side or a bad side depending on your preparation and the mock difficulty level. So be positive, develop confidence, and start talking to yourself that you can do this. um, Another thing is avoid overstressing and negativities. So during these final times, I have heard a lot of aspirants complaining that they have not learned about a particular topic, or they are not prepared well enough for the exams. Or you know you cannot help it now. So don't be anxious and don't stress about things that you have left. Rather focus on things that you have learned. uh, because when you're overstressing, when you are stressful, when you're anxious, now you would be hampering your own mindset, and then you would be not be able to perform better in the final exams. Important point to take into consideration is to be well prepared for the exam day. So we have had a lot of instances where students forgot their admit card or could not read the instructions properly, and then they it acted as an additional anxiety with respect to the snap exam. So be well prepared, be read all the instructions properly, carry all the requirements for the exam a day before the exam itself, so that you're not anxious or worried during the snap day. uh, and the last and the most important factor is eat healthy and sleep well, because uh, you cannot afford to lose your mind or body during such important exams. So eat healthy and sleep well, because as we say, a healthy body means a healthy mind. So these are the important tips from our side, which you can implement during the final days before snap exam. Just remember that you have prepared enough now, and everything else would all depend on how you are able to handle stress, anxieties, negativities during the exam time, and how confident you are regarding your abilities. and that will only be the defining factor. Just forget the mocks that you have taken, just forget the mocks and the scores that you have got. uh, Focus on your strengths, be confident, and avoid overstressing, and eat healthy. That's it from my side regarding the final days. Now let's move to the D day before the snap exam.
Yeah, so moving on to the D-Day strategies, there would be people with surely I know that people have a lot of anxiety and they have a fear like what to do, how would the exam go, what would the difficulty be of the exam. So forget about all this as Tanmay said and focus on the basics. If you do the basics right, you would be scoring good marks. So first thing that we would say is to follow the E2H strategy, that is start with the easy questions and then move to the hard ones. So students like tend to take every question as a challenge and try to solve it. But in case of the snap exam, as it is a speed based exam, so you need a lot of speed to do it. Only 1 hour is there. You cannot afford time in solving hard questions, getting stuck in questions and not being able to solve the easy ones. So so do the easy questions first and then move on to the hard ones. Now the next thing is like skim through all the questions. As I said, if you skim through it, find the easy questions and then solve them. Then as you know that in the snap exam there is no sectional timing as well as no sectional cutoffs. So students like please take benefit of this to the most and start with your strongest area and try to score the maximum amount of marks in that particular section. Like for last time, from my personal experience, I could say that the LR section was really very scoring, and also I was good at the LR section. So I began with the LR section, followed by English because the general English questions are relatively easy and do not take much time to be solved, and then moving on to the quant section. So you could do it according to your strategy and do the questions first that do not take a lot of time. And you must be using calculators during the CAT exam because you knew that the calculator was there, the on-screen calculator, but it is not the case with the snap exam. So in the snap exam you need to start practicing without the calculators and make more use of the mental math. So the more you practice without the calculators, the better it would be. So some of the things that you could learn are the square roots, cube roots, or squares, cubes, and the most important thing being the fractions to percentage conversion and the vice versa. So these are the most important things that you could learn because in DI sets, you know, there is a high probability that you would be making use of such things. So you need to memorize them by heart. Next thing is try to adapt with the difficulty of the paper. If it is easy for you, it is easy for everyone as well. So if you think that I am attempting more than 40 questions, that the exam is easy, so get them all right. Try to maintain an accuracy of around 85 to 90%, so as to like have a good amount of marks. Also, if the exam is difficult, do not panic saying that I have only 1 hour and I have attempted only around 30 questions. So how will I be able to clear the cutoff? So do not worry regarding that. If it is difficult for you, it would be difficult for everyone else as well. So keep calm and do your best during that time. Moving on, the last part, that is the grammar and vocabulary based questions take a very little time. So I told you that you can attempt the general English section first as well. So if you in the general English questions, if questions such as synonyms or antonyms are asked, so you could very well attempt it within 30 seconds. And if you know the answer, mark it. And if you do not know, just move away because they are not type of questions that you could afford to waste time upon. So leave those questions if you do not know them, and if you know them, complete it within 15 or 30 seconds and move ahead. So yeah, these are some of the D-Day strategies. Also, you would be receiving mails or SMSs regarding the things that are allowed and that are not allowed on the final day. So do not worry about them. Follow the instructions that you would be getting via mails or via the SMSs. Yeah, then moving forward.
So, like we receive a lot of queries from the aspirants with respect to the Snap exam. So these are our official handles, and you can reach out to us in any of these platforms, and we assure you that we will be, very quick to respond to you, because we have been there, we have done that, and we understand how important this exam is for you all guys. So you can reach out to us at any of our platforms at any time, and just remember the tips and strategies that we gave to you, although it is not exhaustive, but it helped us while we gave our Snap exam, and we are sure that it will help you as well. So
Yeah, one thing I would like to say is that many students were asking that would the results come on the same day as when we give the exam. So no, the results would be declared once only on 22nd January. Most of the students have asked this. So we are telling that the final results would be out on 22nd of January with all the three when all the three exams are over. So, and we get a lot of queries. You can also ask if you require any final like last minute motivational tips, or what you should do during the final hours or before the Snap exam. So we are more than happy to help you out. You could just reach out to us on any of these platforms. We post daily questions as well on our Instagram pages. So if you want to attempt the daily quizzes or get a gist of the RCs and the LR questions that come in the Snap exam, so you could just follow our official handles and we'd be more than happy to help you out.
hmm. Also, I assume that a lot of you would have filled for two attempts, so don't treat it as just another attempt. Just be thorough, be confident, and give your best in the first attempt itself.
Yeah, and
So yeah. Hmm.
do not like do not attempt the exam as it is like your first attempt and you have another attempt as well. You would clear in that. Give your first shot. Your first shot should definitely be your best shot. So try to clear it in one attempt only. Do not like keep a mindset that this is just a trial. I am going for the this time I'm going for the trial. Next time I'll like on the 6th or 9th of January I'll give a better performance. So do not think like that. Give your best shot on 20th January, 20th December only. Yeah.
Okay. So best of luck for Snap 2020, and if you crack it well, if you crack the GD pivot round, we hope to see you at SCMHRD next year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.